tuning in. I hope you all are having a decent week. I'm not doing a live sale today. However, I thought you all might like to see some of the things that I picked up at the mile-long yard sale in Lynchburg. It's going to take me a little bit longer to go through everything that I have picked up because there's just quite a lot. I did a little bit of filming of stuff that I bought like each day. This is from the last few days. So it's just easier for me to show it live than it is to simply pre-record the video and then upload it. So I'm gonna just show it to you all right here. If you guys are watching the replay, thank you very much for tuning in. I appreciate it as always. I see Scott and Deb. Hello, both of you. Hope you are doing well. So that's gonna be my hopefully you all enjoy the stuff that I found. We were there, let's see, we went on, I think we left Tuesday and we came back Saturday. So we were there for about 5 days. And then I was off Monday to Tuesday. Hi, Karen. No problem. Thanks for popping in. So let's see, yeah, we left on a Tuesday, I think, to get there before all the big sales started. We hit some thrifts, like the Goodwills, the Mission thrifts and everything. The thrifts were kind of dry, and then the antique malls were just a little bit more, like, they were expensive. Like, I could hardly pick anything up at any of them simply because because they just were priced right where they should be, or it was more than what I could afford to pay for something. So thankfully, like on day 3, once we started hitting all of the sales, like the actual like garage sales and the actual town-wide sales at the churches and things like that, we were able to, both Dad and I, able to pick up some good things. I have a whole bag of stuff here. I don't honestly remember what I got where because it's just been too long, and I also went back to work yesterday, so I did a 9:30 to 5 up front. So I'm a little discombobulated, but that's okay. That's just normal. So let's just go ahead and jump right in. There's quite a bit to get through, and I hope I don't take up too much of y'all's time. Hopefully you are watching the replay. If you are, thank you very much. All right, so there was one day where it was just really hot, and then it looked like it was about to rain, and some guy had a bunch of his stuff still out, and we hit it like right before it kind of just passed over, like, because they're at the Lynchburg, Amherst, Danville area is in the mountains, so sometimes they get parts of the storm and other times it just goes right over you. But anywho, so the place that I got this, I remember I think I spent like $3, and I got 3 things for free, and then I got 2 pieces of clothing, 1 to sell and 1 for me to wear. This will be up for grabs to sell. This is a Champion sweatshirt, an extra large. It looks like it. Ooh, not used to doing this. It looks like it was originally $50, and it's in the packaging, sealed. It says it's an extra large. It's got the tag on it. Of course, I'm not going to take it out of the packaging to list it. I'm just going to show it as is. This might be like a $20, $25 item on eBay, but we'll see. Champion's a good name. It's kind of like the bougie Hanes, like you all know the brand Hanes. So it's kind of the bougie Hanes brand. So that was a good score on my part. Now, like I said, some of this stuff I literally just picked up, and some of it was like dirty and filthy and whatnot. Like this, for example, this is one of those spoon rests. It's a chef spoon rest. I actually have the spice rack that this goes to. So I'm gonna have to take a magic eraser to this, soak it, possibly clean it up. But yeah, this was probably sitting outside for a long period of time. So we got that. One sale that we went to on the day of like the big sales that were happening, like Friday, Saturday, we spotted this one booth that had a bunch of digger stuff, and this couple's daughter was bringing some stuff out, and she had both of these, Peanuts thermos, and then the Julia thermos, the Nurse Julia from 1969. This is, it's in good shape. I mean, it's got some wear and tear because this is, what, 56 years old? Now I just got to find the lunchbox to go with this. It's got the cup and the original top. and the glass is not broken on the inside. Funny story, my dad actually told me years ago was that he had lunchboxes and thermoses like this in the 60s and 70s. He told me that he was getting ready to take a drink out of one of his metal thermoses and it was rattling around. He thought, okay, his mom just put ice in there. No, come to find out, the internal glass piece had shattered, and his friend's mom, who was a lunch aide there, said, "No, don't drink that." And so she saved him basically from drinking glass. All right, so those were fun. So I do collect the lunch boxes and the thermoses. If y'all who are watching the replay are new to my channel, I'll probably end up. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with this peanuts one because it has a crack right here. I probably didn't show that to y'all. Crack right here. But what I think I might do is I might take the plastic cup because I have a lunchbox that actually doesn't have the thermos cup, so I'm gonna probably steal that and maybe end up throwing this part away because it's. I don't think anyone's gonna buy it with the crack on the bottom. Let's see. Oh, this is interesting. So you guys know about Mr. Potato Head, and things like that. Well, I've never seen baby Potato Head before. Now, as you can see, it has got scratches and scuffs, like you wouldn't believe. But I've never seen it before. It's been played with. I think it's from the 70s, if I'm not mistaken. The tag is... Oh. It says 1977, I think it does. But missing the eyes, but I have eyes from a Potato Head that I kept for myself, so I can just put that in there. Or I could always order replacement eyes on eBay. But I've never seen this before, so I said I'll go ahead and take a shot. So like I said, it's a random pish posh of new and old. Oh, you know what? There are two candles that I bought. One was like a Halloween candle from Walmart, and then the other one was Bath & Body Works' hot, I think it was spiced apple toddy. If y'all have never smelled that before, it smells amazing. They're in our candle stash right now, so they're not, I won't run downstairs and pick them up, but they were $2 a piece. Candles from Bath & Body, if you all know, they retail for $25 if you don't buy them on sale. But anyway, so I did pick up some clue. I'm like a clothes horse, I think. So a lady had a whole clothing rack. She had new stuff on there, and then she had some used items. These are, I always like to joke that I'm not a loud clothes person, but I do like these neon pants. These are the brand Athletic Works, which is Walmart. Like I said, these were $1. Brand new. I know they could be, I think, $8 to $13, so for $1, and they're in my size. So if I'm wearing these, you'll be able to spot me easily in a crowd. So those were for myself. And I didn't need another bathing suit because I've got like 5 of them. I still whisper. Good to see ya. So these are swim trunks. I saw them on the rack and I was like, I really don't need another bathing suit, but I really liked the colors on this, the gray and the blue. It was originally sold at the Dollar General for $12.50, and I got it for $1. So it's in my size. It's gonna fit nicely. Like I said, I didn't really need it, but I really liked the look of it. And for $1, you can't really say that because you can't even go to the Goodwill on a regular day without you can't get clothes at the Goodwill for $1 anymore anyway, unless you're buying it. At least here on Sundays, the specific color of the week that was 50% off on Sundays is $1. So you still can, but you get what I mean. So I got those for me. Oh, and this was from that same yard sale. Another pair of shorts. Like I needed 1 million pairs of shorts. This is the Faded Glory brand, that discontinued Walmart brand. Cargo shorts. I've got quite a few pair of the cargo shorts, but again, these were only $1.50, so wash them up and they'll look good for the summertime. So I went a little nuts with some of the clothing. I don't know why, I just like having a nice variety of things to wear. That's me. Like I said, some of this stuff I don't remember where I bought it. I have to see it again to be able to know. Oh, this is from the... Oh, you know what? I might as well show this to you all. I got this at the Goodwill yesterday. This is just a party light. Right, exactly. The inexpensive clothes are always good, whether you need them or not. So I bought this, I think, yesterday. Maybe no, maybe it was Tuesday because I worked yesterday. This is just a party light cupcake votive holder. I got this at the Goodwill. This sells for about 35 bucks. So it looks like it was never used. Here's the party light sticker. I don't buy a lot of party light items, but sometimes something as fun and festive as this, I will look up just to see because you just don't know. So I'm gonna be spending the vast majority of tomorrow doing, forgive me, the paper. Probably doing some listings, prepping, or getting some items prepped for the sale. So yeah. Hi, KP. Good to see you. No problem. It's just easier for me to do this live, and then people can come back and watch it. What's in here? Something I wrapped up in paper. Okay. Hi, Karen. Oh, right. I bought these from this one vendor. Just some little odds and ends. Little risque. This is just a little picture, and it's got a lady on it. And then we've got this one here. And then this one caught my eye. I really liked it. It looked cool. Oh, by the way, these are marked Japan. And that one. Isn't that one cool? That one too is, oh, actually that one's marked Occupied Japan. So this is between 1948 and 1952. Very, very cool. So I got those. I'm gonna rewrap those so I don't break them. As best I can rewrap them. Oh, another item that I found at the Goodwill. I don't buy Hummels normally because, you know, Hummels are not really in, but sometimes if you can find the older ones, some of them do okay. So I got this one. I don't remember the title of this one, but it is marked Goebel, West Germany, and it's dated 1960. So it looks like she's cleaning something. I may have to soak her in some water just to get all the dirt and dust and such off of her. So that's an eBay item for sure. That was just in this bag. That wasn't from the yard sale. I'm literally just pulling bags out of here. Oh, that's a gift for somebody. Don't want to show that. So we won't share that item, because I don't want that person to see it. Ah, this was... Oh, I got this at there's a Firehouse thrift store in Danville, and all their proceeds go towards helping the fire department that's there. So this is Bath & Body Works' Hibiscus Guava Fresca. Yes. Pretty much full. I did sell one that had just about this amount not that long ago for $30. So got that. I don't know why she wrapped that, but that is what it is. I won't complain about that. Hi Jackie, good to see you. Yeah, so we don't want to show them that. So this one particular vendor was in a field, and they laid a mat out and said, "Oh, everything here's $1, everything here's $3, and so forth." So he had $1 on all this fun stuff. So I picked up this really cool, like plasticky bank pet. Got good colors, harder plastic, still got the stopper on it. So that's cool, and I bet you this orange fluoresces. I even have my black light so we can see. Yeah, it does. You can see, look, the orange fluoresces on here. So that's very cool. I'll leave you right here for a second, doggy. Oh, and it's dated 1970 Dreamland Creations, Inc. See it right there? Oh, it says it right here. So that's cool. Also, I found this Barbie pull-out. Yeah, it's supposed to be a pull-out sofa. I think it's Barbie. Yeah, pulls out like that. How cool is that? I don't see a maker's mark anywhere for Mattel or anything. So maybe it's another doll, but still really cool though. So I got that. Oh, this was awesome. Check this out. Now, it was only $1, but look. Halloween noisemaker with the witch. Now, as you can see, the image is gone right here, but for $1, like, you cannot say no to that. I don't care that the graphics are messed up. I'm sure anybody would have picked this up for $1. And it's got the marking of the U.S. Metal Toy Manufacturing right here. So that's really cool, because I've seen these in antique stores upwards of like $40. I'm not even kidding you. So that was probably the best find from there. And then from another vendor, this was only $0.25. This is a Bath & Body Works wallflower. Like you insert the little cones with the scents in them and it makes the room smell nice. This is the Sugar Skull. Some of the holiday themed ones, it looks like I'm a Day of the Dead Sugar Skull. Can do well if you find them inexpensive enough. Like I said, I paid $0.25. Maybe I can get $15 for this. Because Halloween stuff, certain brands of, certain merchandise of certain brands does really well. So I went ahead and picked those up. So that cost me, what? $3.25? Alright. Alrighty. So this one particular was in a church, but first let's show this. I don't remember if I have one of these or not. This is a Santa plate marked Japan. It's in pretty good condition. And I think you could hang it up on the wall, so I think I'm going to hold on to this one, because I think I sold my other one. So I think that was just a few dollars. Let's see. So this one lady had a whole bunch of glass. Oh, actually, it was her daughter's. So I bought this piece, and I think this is Imperial. Like, this is old, really old Carnival glass. It's just a pitcher in green. Unfortunately, there are some chips on the base right here, but if you're just going to display this in the cabinet, or in a cabinet, it's not really even going to matter all that much, because it's old. I think they said this was Imperial, or when I looked this up, it was Imperial. I could be very wrong about that. Like I said, I didn't really have much time to do much research, especially when I'm out at flea markets, because it's more of an impulsive environment as opposed to an antique store. So I have to kind of just grab and go. I also got this. I did sell one of these not that long ago. This is a Westmoreland heart dish. I've seen this in the almond color, and I've seen this in milk glass. These are good for Valentine's Day, or if you just like the heart shape. And it's got the WG, it's probably going to be hard to see, but it says WG right here for Westmoreland glass. So that'll be cleaned up and probably brought to a sale at some point. So like I mentioned, when I go flea marketing and thrifting and yard sailing, antiquing, whatever the case may be, I look for stuff to sell, I look for stuff for myself, and I look for things for, us around here if we need it. One thing that I definitely like to pick up when I am out at yard sales and such are supplies. So these are mechanical pencils. It's the Walmart brand Pen Gear. There are 24 in here. And, pencils are just good to have on hand. I used like regular pencils, like Ticonderoga, when I was in school. And once I got into middle and high school, I just really started to like using the mechanical pencils just because they wrote better and it was just easier to hold. And I want to say, I don't remember how much these were in the store, but I know they were more than, I think she charged me like $1 for these. So I got those. And then I also grabbed some of these Papermate pens. You all know, you buy supplies new in the store, it can be expensive. So When I was a kid, we would always go looking for stuff like this. Well, Mom would anyway. Mom was more of the let's find stuff that we can use, and she was always picking up school supplies and things because it's like why pay full price for it when you don't have to? And of course, we can always use highlighters. So I think in total these cost me like $3 or something like that. So you can't beat that. I may end up looking these up, and call me crazy, but sometimes certain products aren't made anymore, are made a certain way. So these are from 2011. I'm gonna just probably quickly research them and see if they may be anything. Probably not, because it's, generic neon colored um, highlighters, but you never know. Okay. What's in here? Oh, a Shein bag. So there was a section of items in this one particular area we were at that was charging. Oh, I didn't realize this had opened up. We're going to be careful with that. Whew. So I loved the look of this talc jar. Look at the blue font on that. Isn't that awesome? So I picked that up. And if I see costume jewelry, I like to, if it's, from the 50s and 60s, I like to pick it up if I can think of a certain movie star that would have worn them. Oh, this is cool. This is, because you guys know my name is, well, it's Vincent, but I go by Vinny here. So this is a metal V for Valspar, and I think Valspar is a paint company. That's just cool. And it says Valspar, and it says Valentine's and Company. Let's see if that'll show up. So that's awesome. Now these, to me, and I asked Dad too, he said these look like something Lucille Ball would have worn. So I thought those were fantastic, and those are clip-ons. Now these ones, I don't know, I almost want to say Liz Montgomery or maybe Barbara Eden would have worn these. Or maybe Liz Taylor. The geometric, and these are kind of like an aqua color. Now these definitely screamed, or maybe even Grace Kelly. These screamed Liz Taylor to me big time. I don't know why, but they just did. And they've got that really nice aqua color in the center. They look kind of like a sunburst. So those were $1 a piece. So I got all those for $5. And they gave them to me in a Shein bag. So let's put all those in here. Is this a thrift item? Well, let's see. No, these came from a Diggers type sale. I know you all like your advertising thermometer, so I found this one with zebras on it. That's kind of cool. It says the Constellation Line, the Oriental Poppies and Daisies by K. Fiedler. So that's cool if you're into wildlife. Here's the back of it. And I picked up a couple of books. We got this one on dolphins. So that's really cool. And this one is dated, let's see, 1964, but it's the 5th printing from August of 1966. So that was cool. And then I found this golden shape book, The Saggy Baggy Elephant. Loved the graphics on that. Let's see. This is from 1973, but it's the 3rd printing from 1976. But look at the colors in here. Isn't that just fantastic? Yeah, it was very, pick at your own risk, I guess you could say. This is from Marks. It's probably not worth a whole bunch of money, but it's cool nonetheless. It's probably the way that YouTube does things. I just thought I would test it out. I may have to go back through StreamYard to do this because it's being finicky, I guess. So I'll have to fix that and do another stream because YouTube just doesn't want to get it together. Here is a Hallmark Finding Nemo ornament. Some Hallmark ornaments, depending on subject matter and whatnot, can be worth a little bit of money. I have no idea what this one is worth. Like I said, sometimes you just have to grab and go. I also managed to get some amber candlesticks. There's a set of 2. I know some people do like these. I know, it's ridiculous. They got to get it together. So there we go. We've got some amber candlesticks right there. They'll probably save those for fall time. I know somebody out there is probably going to want these. And it is good to see all 31 of you here. Thank you so much for tuning in. I probably won't go live on YouTube, right through YouTube. I'll probably have to just use StreamYard for the time being. Because if it's going to continue to do this, I'm just not going to... Yeah, we won't get into that. We're having a fun time showing or looking at stuff. So this is an Yves Rocher soap pump. It's a snowman soap pump. I'll open it up so y'all can see it. Whether these have any value, have no idea. I just took a shot in the dark. Brand new, from the 90s, early 2000s. So I think that was all from that one particular sale. Alright. So I think all of that was, I think, $10 from that person. Okay. Oh, no, I actually got these from that same person, too. Can't never have too many of these microfiber cloths. Let's see. There's quite a few in here. So I just grabbed one pack because these are always good to have for drying glass. Because if you use like a regular bath towel, the little fibers will cling to the glass when you're drying it off. So microfiber doesn't shed. So that came from that same person. Oh, these are fun. I got all of these for $1. I'm only keeping one of them because I've had my eye on one on eBay for a while, and I was thrilled to see it in this sale, or at this one particular sale. So this one we have 250 fish and seafood recipes. And this is from 1940, Culinary Arts Institute. But I loved the contrast of the black and gray and the orange and the white. So cool. Then this one is the Dutch Cookbook. And this is from 1953. So that's cool. Now this is the one that I've been wanting for a while, and I was really tickled to see it. This is the Chiquita Bananas recipe book. The colors and the graphics in here are exquisite. So let me just open it up and show it to you all, because it's really fun in here. So here's the, right when you open it up. This is from, I want to say, the 50s? Or maybe even the 60s? I just love the bright colors. Yeah, I think he goes live through StreamYard a lot. I don't know if he pays for a subscription from them, but I usually don't, and because I had been doing the 2 sales each week, or had at least tried to do the 2 sales each week, I was running out of free minutes, and I think you only get 20 hours. 20 free hours. So I'm just going to use StreamYard as much as I can. It's at least I decided to do it this way, the live haul, so I could test it out. So I'm probably going to delete my live sale stream through YouTube and just go right through StreamYard again. This also, no, I forgot all about this. So this is brand new. This is a back wrap. I think it's supposed to help if you have like back pain and such. Let's see, does it heat up? Or is it just it says hot and cold therapy and it contours to your body. It's made here in the US. I may have to see if this has any resale value. It's brand new, never been used. And that came with all the stuff that I bought. You know, the Finding Nemo ornaments and things like that. So that came with that. Oh, that's right. Also from the Firehouse thrift store, I did get a bottle of this Philosophy Pure Grace perfume. Practically full. So that should sell for some decent money. Now, they had some Pyrex and things like that, but they knew what it was, and they were asking pretty much retail prices for them. So, no luck there, but you know what? You gotta find the stuff that they don't know anything about. Or they, you know. Okay. So from, it's probably somewhere. Oh no, it's right here. So from the yard sale that I bought the shorts and that champion shirt that I showed you earlier, I did get a couple of jewelry pieces that need to be cleaned. I have a sonic cleaner that'll clean these up, but I got this pearl bracelet. Like, as you can see, it's been sitting out. It definitely needs a good cleaning. So I got this, and I got this pin here. It almost reminds me of the Olympic symbol. And this Avon perfume that's unfortunately missing the atomizer up here. This is called Infinite Moment. I think this is supposed to be men's, but this actually sells for some money, believe it or not. At least I think it does when I looked it up. So somebody can just pop this off here and put it into another atomizer and use it. So those 3 items were free. So he didn't charge me for those. He only charged me for the champion sweatshirt and the cargo shorts. So essentially I paid $3 for all of it, which is a steal of a deal. And then at the one church sale that we went to, and I remember it because I had bought a really cool catalog from the 20s the last time we were there, and I also bought a really cool Joan of Arc lamp with the end of day glass shade. That's actually in my bedroom. But I didn't find anything at that sale at all this year. Well, I found these. These are Sony headphones. Depending on when these products were made, sometimes Sony headphones can do really, really well. I bought these. I think they were just like $5 or something. And when I see Sony products for that price, I usually pick them up because I've had luck in the past selling them. So I got those. Alright, so that's all the stuff that was in that Goodwill bag. Let's see. Where do we want to go now? Put all that stuff back in here. Oh! I got stuff everywhere. Oh, we'll show that later. So let's just put all this back in here as to not re-show the same thing twice. Oh. Okay, well, we don't want that to get broken. Heck, I don't want any of this stuff to get broken. Alright, so let's see. What else do I have in here? Did I show this item? Yeah, I did. Those were the hand things. Okay. So moving right along, look at this charcoal lighter can. Isn't that cool with the starbursts? It does have the lighter or the charcoal lighter fluid in here, so I'm gonna have to dispose of that because the can is what people want, and this will, of course, weigh down the box and cause the shipping price to go up. So, thought that was really cool. Before I show that stuff. So for 50 cents, I did get this box of ornaments. Most of them are modern, so they're probably going to end up being donated. There are a couple in here that I'm going to keep for myself. I was initially attracted to this chenille Santa Claus. But what was cool is what was attached to it was this 1980s bracelet charm. If you can find a bunch of these can actually do really, really well. I actually have some of them, but I decided to keep them because I thought they were cool. Let's see. Well, we've got this, well, maybe this is older, satin. So we've got this green satin one with the lace trimming on it. Maybe some of these are a bit older than I thought. Maybe not. And we've got this one. Yeah, but the whole box was 50 cents. So we got that one. We have this. This almost looks like a Hebrew ornament. But that wouldn't make sense because the Jewish folk don't have ornaments. Maybe that's like a fraternity thing. So that's cool. We've got this blue one. Maybe these are older than I thought. So this one says, let's see, it just says Ba Raven? Barosh? So maybe that's German? Yeah, maybe these are older than I thought they were. And then we got this one. Looks similar to another one that I have that's in here. Oh, here's another one. Same style. I didn't even go through this box. I literally just saw the one. And when she said, oh, 50 cents for the box, I was like, oh, okay, I'll just take it all. This one is definitely newer, I can tell. Just based on the cap alone. Still really nice color with the sparkly glitter. And then here's a red one that goes with it, that matches. Here's another red one, but I think this is an older one. I'm glad I got this box. Here's a tiny little red one. That's cool. Here's one that says, sounds of Christmas fill the air and hearts are happy everywhere. Satin. Feels like shatterproof. We've got, oh, we got two more red ones. Two more of the red ones. Here is another one that's a little bit more modern based on the top. Here's a blue one. And then here's another giant red one that says the same thing. Raw? I don't know. Now this is the reason why I picked up this box, because look at this one. I'm actually going to take this one out of here so you guys can see it. It's pink, and this one says made in US. It's pink, and it's got like a galaxy design on it. I think I have one of these in blue. Love that. That's exquisite. So that's the whole reason I bought this box of ornaments, was just for this one specifically, and for that Santa. So I got a heck of a deal on those. I'll probably keep the red ones and the blue ones. I'll probably sell the other ones that I'm not, or maybe I'll just donate them. Just donate the ones that I'm not going to keep for myself. So let's put the shoe box back on there so I don't destroy anything. Okay, so let's show the stuff that I got at this other garage sale. Put you over here so we don't break you. Alright, so there's two other things. Hopefully I can grab these without them coming apart. Okay, good, we're good. Alrighty. So I spent $15 at this one particular garage sale. It was a digger sale, y'all. I'm not kidding you. They had any and everything. New old stock. Like 90s, 80s, 90s, new old stock. So let's see what I got here. Can't ever go wrong with these. Scotch Brite heavy duty sponges, 3-pack. So those are for us to use here. I did pick up a couple of perfumes. This is Adrian Vittadini. I don't know the value of these. Like I said, I just was grabbing stuff left and right if it interested me. And then I found this one, which I've never heard of before. It's called Solar Amber. And it was made by Hatch Beauty Brands. Never heard of that. It says, bright citrus top notes of lemon, grapefruit, and lime cultivate a vibrant blend of zest. A spice of black pepper and fresh cardamom warm the scent to balance its radiant energy. So grab that. And then I found this, oh, it looks like it came undone in here. This is a Bacchus pewter liquor tag. It's got grapevines and things like that on there. I have a porcelain one that was made in England that I need to get listed. Let's see if I can hook you back on here. I'm sure I'll fix that, but that's cool though, don't you think? Because I don't think they make these anymore. This is a frosted glass Scotty Dogs in basket. It looks like it was a lamp base. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to find some old tacky lamp and just rewire this into said... so that way, because I'm sure somebody out there would like to have this as an actual lamp they can use. So that's just a little mini project for myself. And then... on the one table, I spotted a whole bunch of clip-on earrings. And look at those. You know, a whole bunch of them. These ones stood out to me. The yellow flowers. Oh, that one looks like it's missing a rhinestone. Or maybe it wasn't supposed to have... oh, it was supposed to have one. Oh, wow. So there's some fun ones in here. Then there's some kind of like plain ones like this. I love the, I don't know what it is, but I love these lucite ones. Let me show it to you all. I have one that I got out of a jewelry lot from an antique store. Unfortunately, it was the only one, so it went into my junk jar. But I love those. Let's see what other ones we can find in here. Is it, oh, it is. Look at those. That's fun. I wonder if there's two of those in here. If there isn't, I'll be disappointed, but that's okay. It'll go right in my jewelry jar, or junk jar. So yeah, I got that whole little thing of jewelry. So I got that, and I got the bin, of course. The bin came from that sale as well. Let's see what else we have. Oh yeah, also from that sale. You guys may laugh at me, but I don't ever see the giant perfume bottles ever. So when I spotted these, I had to pick them up. These are for the perfume white shoulders, which we've actually sold before. It was like a $10 fragrance at Marshall's. I've smelled it. It's not, in my opinion, it's not that great. But the old perfume bottles, you can clean these out and then fill them up with colored water, and they're just a cool display piece. So those were fun. So that was all from one sale for $15. I thought it was worth it. Okay. So then we went to this one particular place that my dad had, the gentleman who had this spot, I guess, just had a whole bunch of stuff, and he finally opened up his own brick and mortar. Oh, you like the white shoulders? Or white shoulders? It smelled very powdery to me. At least it did to me anyway when I smelled it last. So at this place, I forget the name of the shop already. It was like something vintage. I can't remember. But I know I spent like $78 with them, and I know I'm going to be able to make my money back plus some. Usually I have luck selling tiki items. These are just the tiki salt and pepper shakers. I don't know who made them. I'm sure they've got some age to them. But they are fun. I've had luck selling them or tiki stuff in the past. This was in his. He had a trailer outside with a bunch of miscellaneous stuff for $1, so I found this roly poly Santa. It's from Avon, Massachusetts, and it's in really good condition. And he still works. Cashmere pearls and white shoulders. Yep, they are definitely classics. I really liked this. Look, it's a toothpick holder and it's got ladies' faces on it. It almost looks like Lady Liberty. It's frosted. So I thought that was super cool. You know what? I have a flashlight. Let's go ahead and shine the light in here. That might make it look better. Oh, it kind of does. See the ladies' faces? Isn't that cool? And then I found this Bohemian, it's either an ashtray or it's like a spoon rest, but look at that. Isn't that pretty? And it's in really good condition, like no cracks, no chips. I've never seen anything quite like this. I want to say it was maybe an ashtray, but I mean, who would use something like that for that? But then again, this was meant to be used. It wasn't meant to, stay pristine. Oh, and he packed my things up in these flip Sterilite bins, which I might use for my organization downstairs, so I can't really beat that. Free bins. What's this? Ah, yes. We have an old bottle of Youth Dew Cologne by Estee Lauder. So I don't know if this will have any value or not. I'm hoping that it does because it's stinky, a little potent, but I know that some of these older bottles can be worth a little bit of money. So I'm going to have to do a little bit of research on that. I just saw it sitting on like a mirrored vanity tray amid some like ink bottles and such. I was like, oh, you know what, Estee Lauder Youth Dew? That's some of that. Sometimes people really like that stuff. Oh, now this is phenomenal. I saw this and I was like, I got to have this. Glitter Haze Remover. It's liquid cleaner. And look, it's got a fairy with her magic wand and she's making that car sparkle again. I mean, how cool is that? I absolutely love that. Oh, look, here's the tag for those salt and pepper shakers. They were made by Betson's. Here's the... Let's see if that'll show. Yeah, Betson's. And that's for the salt and pepper shaker. So I'm probably going to glue those back on the bottom, or glue that back on the bottom. So that might help it, or help them sell, I think. I'm thrilled that that was in there. I knew they had a name, I just didn't know who made them. Oh, here's the other box. Boy. Look at this cranberry shaker, you guys. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'll definitely check it for sure. Isn't that beautiful? And it's got an original, at least, well, maybe that's a repro lid. I don't know. Now the edging right here is a little rough, but it's just absolutely stunning. So I'm going to do a little bit of research on that, just to see. Because I think when he was quoting these prices individually, I was kind of hemming and hawing over this, because he said $20. Which, because I didn't get like an individualized receipt from him, I just cost average everything. And in that case, that's what I'm going to do with these, or with this stuff. Oh, you can check out this mid-century lamp. It's chartreuse. I hope it works. But look at that. Chartreuse, and then you've got kind of like a... almost like a... maybe not necessarily a lime green, but look at that. That might be an original top to it. I don't know, because it fits on there perfectly. But I love that. That almost looks like an S. Couldn't believe that. That's really cool. I got some plastic totes. Alright. And then, no, this isn't everything. I've got just a few more things, and then I will be out of y'all's hair. I promise. I also got... two Viking swung vases. One has the original sticker on it for Viking. So I'm probably going to sell these together. They'll possibly go on eBay. I'm thinking maybe 75, 80 bucks for the pair of them. But they are awesome. One is a little bit taller than the other one. But I think that would look really cool, like if you had them side by side on a table. Kind of like, it's hard to show it. But you have the taller one in the back and then the smaller one up front. I think that would look really cool together. If I don't break them. Crossing my fingers. I've got to be careful there. Alright. And then, let's see. I think I've only got a few more items left to show you guys. And then that'll be the end. So the very last place that we stopped at is kind of like an auction house, and then they have a sale outside, and then there were other vendors. This still has product in it, but I couldn't leave the graphics, or because of the graphics. This is Vapon dry shampoo. The purple, the silver, and the pink just kind of pop on this can. Now, like I said, there is some of the content in here, but I can dump that out. But that's just absolutely cool. So I definitely grabbed that. I also managed to get an old Santa Claus. He's in good shape. I mean, he's a little dirty. But there's a hot glue thing right here, which I may have to take a hairdryer to get off without ruining it. But he's still really cool nonetheless. He'll go with all my other Santas. He almost looks like Ziggy, doesn't he? That face. Oh, it's always a thrill when you find something that you picked up and you're like, I can't believe it's worth that much. But he was only $5, so I had to pick him up, rescue him from the outdoor elements. And I think the only other item that I have from my trip to the Lynchburg area with Dad is this light fixture. Very mid-century, probably for the bathroom. Unfortunately, I didn't realize until after I got it to the car that there's a crack in one of the bulbs, or one of the globes, not the bulbs. So I'm either going to have to hunt for another one of these, which I don't know how easy that's going to be, or I'm going to just sell it as is and let somebody else maybe use it. Depending on how they have it hanging, they could probably have the crack in the back if they just wanted to. Because what you can do with globes that are cracked, and if you're having a hard time replacing them, put some crazy glue over it and it will seal it. And it's almost as if the crack doesn't even exist. Now, you'll still be able to see it, but it'll at least kind of, you know what I mean? It'll seal the crack, essentially, and it'll protect it. But I thought that was a very cool mid-century looking bathroom shade, don't you think? And if it hangs on the wall like this and you turn the crack upwards, you're not even going to see it. So it might just be an as-is kind of a thing when I go to list it, if I can't find a replacement shade to go with it. As you can see, it too needs to be cleaned up. Nothing but maybe a magic eraser or something will clean that up. So that was really, really a cool find. And it's even got the old Underwriter Laboratories Union Made sticker on there. So that definitely gives it a little bit of age. And folks, I think that about does it for the haul video. I thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Some of these items might be available on Saturday. I haven't decided yet. I have to see what I've got that I haven't sold from previous hauls, and maybe this will make it into next week's. We don't know for sure, or I don't know for sure just yet. So I think in total, between the Goodwills and the antique stores that we visited, let's see, I came home with $38 cash and I brought 200, so I spent 162. If we went to the thrift stores, I used my card. If we went to the antique stores, I used a card because in the past year that we went, I needed cash because I was spending so much of it. And none of the places we went to offered cash back. No gas stations, nothing. So I was particular about that. But thankfully, I didn't have to worry about it this time. So I think in total, I probably spent maybe $300, maybe a little over that, $350. And I'm hoping just a couple of the items with the sale will probably or make just a little bit of that back. So yeah, that's everything that I wanted to share with you all today. Thank you again so much for being here. I appreciate it. If you're watching the replay, thumb up the haul video, subscribe if you haven't done so already. Make sure you hit the bell next to the subscribe button if you'd like to get notified when I go live. Or heck, if a new video pops up, I've got an extra day off on Monday, so maybe I'll get some videos up by then. I'm going to try to spend maybe tomorrow getting some hauls filmed, and that way I can just be prepared for the week. Do check out my eBay store. The link to that should be in the description box down below. And I've got about 600 items listed. I haven't done any listings in a while, but I am working on, as soon as I haul a video, let's try to get the stuff up. That way it's available for y'all if you're interested in it by the time the video goes up. So like free advertising, basically. So I will see you all in my next video. I hope you all enjoyed this one. Leave me a comment below and let me know what your favorite item was. And I will see you all on Saturday. Bye, y'all.